Hello, Karen.
Alex, you talk a lot in the comments. What's your pro-choice position?
I do. I sure do.
You didn't answer
My
my
position is it's the choice of the person that's having the abortion.
You sound like a bumper sticker.
Yeah,
Straight up.
Yeah, why?
Why should it be?
Because it's their body and their choice.
There's your bumper sticker.
Straight up.
That's your argument?
That's my argument, Kay. Can you refute it?
Do you believe that fetuses have their own bodies?
I believe it's a developing body.
He's 10 in the developing body of an adult.
Can you tell me what a body is?
Why would I need to tell you what a body is?
Well, because you're saying that body choice, so I assume you know what a body is, correct? What is a body,
Yes,
Alex?
you can assume that pretty easily. Sure.
Yeah, what's a body?
A body is something that you exist in. It's a hands, legs, feet. It's a whole thing. Like
arms and legs and hands.
But dude, that whole body is developing. You're focusing on specific terms here because you only have specific terms, and that's how you argue these things.
Oh, okay. So,
straight up.
Yeah. So the issue with your answer to that question is you're trying to describe something by the properties that they have, but you're gonna run into a lot of issues because not
that's
all
how you describe everything by the properties that they have.
Hold on, brother. I'm still speaking. You don't.
Okay, listen. If we can't debate by when you say something wrong, I'm going to tell you it's wrong, and you can. I'm going to explain that, and then you can have that conversation back and forth.
Jason, can you mute him when he speaks over me so that I don't have to deal with this?
Is that how you debate, Kay?
If you stop interrupting me, I'll tell you.
Oh no, I don't. I'm trying.
Is
to have
that how you debate, Kay?
And you're speaking over me, right?
I'm not speaking over you.
So you just did it again.
Like you're doing it right now. Right.
Okay. Well, if you're doing it too, then like, who's wrong here?
Self-awareness could be helpful for you.
Go ahead and finish what you have to say, and then I'll respond.
Yeah. Oh, sure. So, the body, right? My point was it's developing, and you just said define body. Why did you say that?
Okay, I'm gonna respond, and you're gonna be quiet. Okay. So
I'm not gonna listen. That's not how we talk to other people. If you want a good faith,
quiet when I respond.
Do you understand, Kay? Do you
get that? You're gonna be quiet
Kay?
when I respond, Alex. You understand?
No, okay.
Otherwise, I can just.
You asked me a question.
Otherwise, I can just choose to stop engaging with you. It's very simple.
You can choose that whenever you want to.
Okay,
that's
fantastic.
your choice.
Great.
That's the whole point, though. But like, the choice is. The choice is to the person and the doctor. They can talk about these things, right? And it's up to them, and it's not up to you. That's the whole point of this my body, my choice.
There's your bumper sticker.
Do you get that? Yeah, I can monologue like you guys have been doing for the past, but I want to talk to Misha first.
Hello, Misha.
I want to hear Misha's voice.
Oh, I want to hear your voice.
Go ahead. Go ahead, Misha. You've been talking a bunch of shit this whole time. I want to hear what you have to say. You blocked me as well, which is the funniest part about this whole thing. Go ahead. I'll mute up for you.
I want to hear you say it.
Don't you feel embarrassed now? That was so embarrassing.
Got him talking to himself.
Embarrassed if you tried.
Okay. So anyways, the reason why it's important to understand what a body is because you have to realize that there's a distinct body inside of the mother's body. That's the first thing. And when we talk about
it's
bodies,
a developing body. So you're ignoring what I was saying just to try and like bulldoze your point.
Is there any mods in this live that can mute this guy when I'm speaking so he doesn't interrupt me? Let me see if there's any mods in here.
What's a developing body, Kay?
You tell me.
Misha, I want to hear your voice.
Do you hear something?
What do you sound like?
I guess you'll never know.
All right, but anyways, like I was saying, when you try to describe things by the properties that they have, that's an issue because you're always inevitably almost always going to end up leaving something out. Like if I said, for example, a dog is like some organism that has maybe an acute sense of smell. It has 4 legs, and it has.
That's an aspect of the dog.
Let's say it has fur, for example. Well,
that's another aspect.
is that there's dogs who don't have all these properties, but there's still something true about them that makes them dogs. So there's an
So
issue
you're
with
talking about a
describing
universal truth.
properties. There's an issue with describing things by the properties that they have. Okay,
There
that's the
isn't.
first thing. The second thing is when you talk about a body, you're just talking about some material conglomerate of an organism. That's all you're talking about. Some material.
What is a material conglomerate
No,
of an organism if it's
no,
not an aspect of what that
I
thing
can
is?
explain that to you, I can explain that to you so easily, right? When you talk about a material conglomerate, either it's going to be the case that you're referencing some sort of material aspects of the organism. Maybe that might be its cells, or maybe its arms, its legs, all these sorts of things. Even though they're not necessary conditions to the organism, these might be like some sufficient set of conditions for the organism, not necessary. But anyways, regardless of all that, it's very
You didn't
obvious
say
that the
anything.
fetus, yeah.
You said it's a conglomeration of aspect, but you didn't actually say anything with what you're
Oh,
saying.
yeah. If you didn't
But
understand that,
also that's also
if you
ignoring my
didn't
entire point
understand
that it's
that,
a
that's on you,
developing
brother.
body.
If you
Okay?
didn't, yeah, I can talk louder than you, right? If you didn't
You
understand
can't
that,
talk
that's
louder
on
than me.
you.
I
So,
guarantee you
anyways,
can't
the
talk
issue
louder
is
than me.
it's very
Oh, yes, we can see that.
very important to understand that fetuses are a different type or distinct organism from the mother. So your argument already fails on its face when you talk about her body, her choice.
It doesn't matter
And
if it's a
also, I still
distinct
haven't
organism.
heard any set of
That
principles
doesn't
that you've
matter at all
given.
because I'm talking
I
about
still haven't
choice.
heard any
I'm not
relevant set
arguing
of
about what
principles
the
that you've
fetus
given
is
for
or
why
isn't.
you think abortion is morally permissible or morally impermissible.
I
So
believe it's morally
until
permissible
you lay
because it's
that
the
down,
person
your
who is
argument is
pregnant's choice.
until you
Do
lay
you
that
understand
down,
that, Kay?
your argument is completely vacuous. So what I'm going to ask you now
It's
is I'm
not
going to ask
vacuous
you
at
to
all.
place a set of
I
principles,
think you
and
like
I
to
want you
use
to
big
lay
words
down a
because you
set of
think it makes you
qualifiers for
sound
why you
smarter.
think abortion is morally permissible. Until you do that,
I believe
your
it's
argument
morally
is
permissible
completely
because it's the person
vacuous.
who's pregnant's choice to have it or not to have it.
That's not an argument.
Dear, this is not an argument, honey.
Yes, yes, it is.
That is an argument. What the fuck do you think an argument is?
Can you tell me what an argument is?
Oh, Jesus Christ, man. Do you just work on
Tell me what an argument
definitions and
is.
how
Tell
to
me what an argument
explain
is.
them or
What
not
is it?
explain them?
What is an argument?
An argument is what we're doing right now.
Oh, really? So you can't tell me what an argument is?
No, I'm not going to do that for you. I'm not going to sit here going over
You see
definitions
how I
over
had
and
a
over again.
you see how I had a calm, reasonable conversation with Donna? Did you
Do
see
you
that?
understand it doesn't matter if you're
Did
calm,
you see
if
how
you're
I had a
dumbass
calm,
and keep
reasonable
saying
conversation with
weird
Donna?
words
And
just to make yourself sound smarter?
you
Do
see
you
how
understand
Donna
that? I
actually
also want to hear
you see
Misha's
how
voice.
when people
Has
are
anybody
smart,
heard Misha?
you see how when people are smart and you actually give
Do you
room for
see what
conversation,
smart
that
is
there's
subjective
you
to
see that
begin
there's
with?
some sort of understanding that goes on when you actually have a relevant, real,
What
genuine
is going
conversation
on,
between
Kay? Can you
people.
tell
Did you
me
see
what's
that?
going on?
It's so funny
Do
how
I
that
see
works,
what?
isn't it? How you can actually have a genuine discourse between people when you give them a chance to speak. Did you know
We
that?
can have a genuine discourse, but you're not
Okay, so
saying
now what we're gonna
anything.
do is we're gonna reset the clock,
To new beginnings.
and I'm gonna give you
We
another
can
option
reset
to
the clock
provide. We're
any
gonna
day you want,
reset the
buddy.
clock, and I'm gonna give you another opportunity to provide an argument.
You can give me
Otherwise,
as
I'm gonna
many
go back on
opportunities as you
mute.
want to, but my argument
Otherwise,
isn't
I'm gonna
going
go
to
back on
change.
mute, and I'm gonna just sit here and let you embarrass yourself while you talk to
Sure, we
yourself.
can do
Which one
that
do you
too
want?
if you.
So here's your options.
Which one do you
Is
want?
that
A
what
or
you
B?
want to do, Kay?
A or B? Which one do you want? Pick.
It doesn't. Listen, man. You can
A or
listen. You can
B.
use
That's the only words that I want to
word.
hear out of your mouth. A or B. Which one do you
This
want to pick?
isn't a or B
A
situation,
or B.
bro.
Pick
I
one.
gave you my argument, and then you
Do
started
you
talking about
want to
bodies.
reset the clock and have a genuine conversation, or do you want to
We can go in circular
or
conversations
do you
all
want me
day,
to
or
go
you
on
can talk
mute and
about
sit
why
there
it's a
and let you
developing
embarrass
body and
yourself?
why
Which
it's
one do
the
you want?
choice of the person who is
One or
pregnant.
two? Pick one. A or B? Which
No,
one?
I'm not picking one
You're forcing me to have a tantrum.
A or
because
B?
I'm
Which
not
one?
going to you, bro. Do
Okay,
you not get that?
I'm gonna pick for you since you're a pussy and you can't pick. I'm gonna go on mute.
I'm a
and I'm gonna
pussy
sit there and
now?
let you
So
embarrass
you're
yourself
getting angry.
while you
Why are
sit
you
there and
getting
talk to
angry at me,
yourself.
Kay?
Okay, that's what I'm gonna do.
Why
So
are you
have fun
getting
talking
angry
to
at me,
yourself.
Kay?
I'm like Misha.
What's wrong? What's wrong, Kay? What's wrong? I think that a person should have a right to talk about and with a doctor, right? So a doctor and the person who is pregnant, they should be able to talk about the what was it? The aspects that you're referring to about their body because you don't know what their body is, right? You don't know them, Kay. But I think you want to have control over them.
He's talking to himself, his lips moving as though he was arguing with someone.
Which is really weird. Hey, Misha, how are you, buddy? What? You have to speak up.
Got him talking to himself.
Oh, you still can't use your own words.